You're the first person that's used price elasticity in one of these interviews. So, nerd.
Damn it.
Yeah.
My name is Michael Wood. I'm the general manager for Jaguar Land Rover, Virginia Beach.
Michael, what was the first car you drove?
1992 Volkswagen Fox. It was red, and the back window had been pushed in a little bit, so the trunk would get full of water. And I mean, it was just your quintessential crappy first car. And the first EV I drove that kind of made me realize EVs are going to be a big thing was the Tesla Plaid. I mean, when you realize the power and the instant torque, and you're like, I've always been a big V8, V10 kind of guy, but you kind of change your mind a little bit when you start driving that fun car. It's like driving a Turbo S 911. I mean, the instant speed that you have to it, you're just missing the sound, of course. But hey, I mean, they got audio for that.
We're going to be talking about the tax credits and rebates because that's obviously a big thing. But let's say a shopper comes into your store today and asks, and they qualify for the EV rebate, new or used or whatever, on what they're looking for. And they're like, yeah, I'm just wondering, should I go today or should I wait until next year because the prices will maybe drop? Like, what do you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, with the rebates going away, I'm not trying to scare clients. I just want to make sure that I educate them on the realities, and that right now you currently qualify, and right now there is a tax incentive. So if you're here for a reason, you have a desire to transfer your vehicle into something new, take advantage of the free money from the government, because it's not going to be here next year. But if right now is not the right time, you're still going to be able to get a good deal on an EV next year.
So September 30th is the last day of rebates. Like, paint me a picture of how you and your team are going to be spending the last 6 hours of that day.
Yeah, Theo, I'd like to envision this September 30th where my team's got this mad dash and we're selling every car, and it's almost like Clash for Clunkers or any of those like major initiatives that have happened in the past. But I'm imagining that we're just going to continue to go forward. And I think that we're letting customers know as they come in the vehicles that we have that are available. But I don't predict any kind of mad dash at my dealership, unfortunately. I wish it was going to be like a Black Friday morning or something like that.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's kind of like when Tesla came out to the market and there wasn't anything else, people defected to Tesla. But as the major OEMs are starting to offer things that are palatable to those client bases, I think some of them are going back home to their original brands that they felt the most comfortable with. And I think we'll see some more of that, continuing to happen. Look at BMW, for instance. I mean, they had nothing, but as soon as they started offering on them, man, our BMW store is trading Teslas left and right. And I love it because I get to take their Teslas because they don't want them.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's great. Yeah. Do you think that any of the OEMs have sort of like waited too long? Like Subaru is one that really like comes to mind, where it's like, man, you have just a rabid cult following for those Outbacks, and like they just sat on it for a long, long time. Like, did they miss the boat, or they think it's still not too late?
I think they probably think it's not too late, honestly. And I think some of them are probably like having a little sigh of relief that they didn't make all these major billion-dollar announcements to only have the rug pulled out from underneath them via the tax credits, etc. I think that people that are following the Toyota model have a really good business model to make, but also I think those that are going to be the early jump-ins, like the BMWs and the luxury segment, they're going to capture up. And then, hey, if they can capture them into their fold and offer them an experience that's demonstrably different and better than what they've been used to from their other OEM, then I think maybe they've gained a new customer. And that's kind of the approach I'm taking with my brands, is I'm looking to figure out how I can get customers into my fold. And once I have them here, I want them to realize that owning a Land Rover is different than owning anything else. And specifically owning a Land Rover where you get to service and work with the team at my store is not like any other Land Rover store.
Okay, so here, 2022 Model 3 long range. It's got 90,000 miles on it. A recurrent score of 94, so the battery's in great shape. Today, it's listed at 24,700. What is that car worth on retail price on October 1st?
Yeah, I would anticipate a couple $1,000 drop, so we'll go 22.5.
Okay, and you're basically figuring like cash out the door, that person's only paying 20,700 right now because of the rebate, and so you're sort of feeling like the cash out the door price is sort of halfway in between. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think, because if you if we take the same kind of thought processes around new cars, just because a rebate goes away doesn't mean that there's a substantial difference in transaction points on those vehicles. So I think that we'd have to expect the same type of elasticity with the used cars. So I don't think it's going to go down as much as one might think, but I do think it's going to go down some.
You're the first person that's used price elasticity in one of these interviews. So, nerd.
Damn it.
Yeah.